Brought to you by IWCRadio.com. It's the internet's most irreverent wrestling podcast. Now, please welcome Beans, Smoot, Chucks, and Will. This is the IWC.
Hello everyone and welcome to IWC Radio. This is episode 131 and we're coming to you live on YouTube.com. I'm your host Martin Nolan and I'm being joined as usual by Will, Smoot and the returning Chucks. How's it going, guys?
Hey, about time he fucking showed up for one of these, goddamn.
Yeah, just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
Where were you?
You sounded really happy to be back, Chucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I am. No, it's great. It's great to be here.
Where have you been? What have you been up to?
I was in the Far East, as I occasionally am. The first week I wasn't here, I was traveling. I think I was in London at that point. Then times just didn't work out for the middle week, and then I was traveling again. The last week, I guess.
It's a shame we couldn't do it when you were in London, because you could have been live from London.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Oh, we need... Oh, that's brilliant.
I need to hear the clip now.
I know,
Yeah.
I was just going to say that I
can't
think the
move
show
on,
needs
bro.
to be paused until
Number one contenders, Divas Battle Royal King. And you know what? It'll be live in London.
It is a shame I wasn't live in London.
It sounds like someone
see
that's
what I
had
can
an ice drink that's got like he's had brain freeze when he said it or something. It's I don't know. It's disturbing, but hilarious in the same way.
Maybe I'll go to London next week. Just
Just
no reason other than we can say that again.
Yeah,
So what did I miss?
Well, you should have been listening to the shows, Chucks. So you should be weighing in on your thoughts of the last 3 weeks that you've missed.
Sure.
God damn it!
The shows were great. You all did a great job.
Lies, they were shit.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man. I think they were kind of lacking humor a little bit. You played it a little straight. A few of your jokes didn't really hit. They were maybe not. It's just not you. But there was some good stuff in there as well. I really liked that prediction that you made, Will. That was a good one for that show that was on. Could go in there.
thanks.
And that clip that you played of Steve Austin, that was a good one.
I think Chucks might be lying.
Yeah, because Smoot's been quite lax on the clips from quite lately.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Perfect timing.
Well done. Chucks might be surprised to hear this, but Bradley's just basically summed up the last 3 weeks of shows
I
in
should
the
be
chat.
on the
In the chat,
He's just put, basically, Beans credited Mojo Rawley 1 week. That's the main thing that you have missed.
Yeah, I missed that. Ground was broken on that.
What did Mojo do that you approved of?
I don't know, and I don't care. The negative has far outweighed the positive. No, I was just surprised that he had a fairly decent match. I can't remember when it was, but he had a good match. I think it was on Backlash.
Oh, against the Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Man Beast.
Yeah, I think it was just I was surprised by the flow of the match, and possibly because obviously at the time, well, I mean they still are, but Slater and Rhino seen as like the comedy tag team and weren't sure whether they was actually going to win it. So I just didn't really expect them to go all serious and have an actual like 15-minute match. And yeah, it was just it was a good match. So yeah,
Wow.
I gave a little bit of credit and then promptly took it back. So yes, we are going to be going through our Clash of Champions prediction game, which I'm not looking forward to, but that'll be happening. And also, we're going to be going through some news. Have you been able to keep up with everything, Chucks, whilst you've been on your secret mission?
More or less. I'm a little behind on SmackDowns, which is a shame because they are much better than Raws.
Yeah.
But that's the way that's gone. Pay-per-views I'm up to date with. And yeah, Raws I'm up to date with, unfortunately. God, did you see that Reigns and Rusev match? That went on forever.
It did, yeah.
You mean the one that opened the show?
Yeah, the one that opened and then filled in the middle and pretty much ended the show.
Yeah, it was like
Well,
And has haunted my dreams since.
it was like 30 minutes long in the 8 o'clock hour.
So basically, WWE had like this time period where the first 30 minutes was like guaranteed viewership for them before an NFL football game kicked off and also a presidential debate.
Yeah.
And they decided to put us with Rusev versus Roman Reigns. And I've got to be
With
honest, I think I may have fast-forwarded past the adverts a little bit too much on this one.
You missed out lots of rest holds.
Yeah, I think as soon as I saw a headlock, I like put it on times 6 on the skybox so I could still see what was happening, but it was happening a lot faster. And it didn't really involve a lot. So
And then there was no finish. Great.
yeah, I mean, how it did. It went on for like, weren't the match actually like 25 minutes long?
Yeah, about that.
That's ridiculous.
And then after the match, Reigns went to hit him with a chair, but instead just sat on the chair. And then
hit
picked
him
up the
with a
chair and then hit him.
He was in a conundrum. He weren't sure what to do, so he just needed to sit down for a second to think it through.
Yeah,
So,
it's not working. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the Reigns push, not working.
No.
you could the push.
Yeah,
I would just say involvement more than push.
you don't think Reigns is being pushed?
Well, he might be now, but I mean, for the last 2-3 months, he's kind of not really been pushed. He's just kind of been.
Oh, he's being pushed. You might not think he's being pushed, but that's all part of the plan.
Oh.
They want to look like they're easing off so that you'll go easy on him. But the push is still there. It's real.
I've got to say, though, that it's just kind of like, I don't care.
Do you really think WWE creators are that clever?
Right now.
Yeah,
no.
they're trying everything except turning him heel.
JBL's Dragon in the chat has just said the Roman Reigns US Open Challenge is about to begin.
Oh my God.
Which
Fuck.
I could see being a thing. Which I really hope doesn't become a thing. So, hey ho. Right, let's have a quick look at the news. Shall we talk about the main talking point?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
So apparently,
Should we play? Hold on. Should we?
do you want to do your game first?
Yeah. This could be a great segue for. Us
I
to do
think
the-
Chuck should get involved because this
Yeah.
always goes well.
Yeah,
I was really hoping this was the last time we were going to play this game this week. I had high hopes on Friday.
It might be.
It very well might be. I mean, it's still early in the week.
No, I think it's going to be back next week.
You think so?
Okay, give me the rundown.
Alright, well, apparently, and this is is TNA Wrestling still in business game. So, earlier in the week, this week, there was discussion of possibly Bound for Glory not even happening because of financial issues. And, yeah, I guess it took like Billy Corgan to pull some strings here. There's some stuff that happened in the past 24 hours that I'm not up to date with. But apparently, Beans, correct me if I'm wrong, is Bound for Glory actually going to be a thing tomorrow night?
Apparently, according to a New York Post article, I believe, there has been a third-party investment to ensure that Bound for Glory and the next set of tapings do take place.
An unidentified third party, yeah.
Yep.
And this was like big news because Billy Corgan went on like ESPN Radio and some of these other outlets, trying to put out there that he's in a struggle with Dixie Carter to take over the company. And while all this is happening, you have WWE lurking in the background to possibly purchase up the company and maybe just acquire the tape library for what it's worth. So, with all that being said, Chucks, is TNA Wrestling still in business?
It's arguable. Yes.
Let's find out. Yes! Not sure for how much longer, because it seems like they're on their end of the rope, and WWE might buy them out, but as of this moment, yes.
What, guys, what the shit are we going to do if they go out of business next week? Like, our only good segment is gone.
Yeah.
Can we use that music for something else?
I love the fact that...
I can't live with... I just can't live with the thought that I won't hear that theme song again.
No, there's got to be. It's going to be repackaged. There's going to have to be something else.
Yeah.
But it'll always have a place in my heart for TNA. Anyway, we're saying that this thing, I don't know. Dixie Carter might have just won the lottery, which will give TNA another 6 months.
Yeah, that would be interesting if somebody hit like the Powerball and they were like, "I'm gonna buy TNA out" or whatever.
Well, did you see JTG's tweet? He put a link out to his book and said, if I get something like, I can't remember how many it was, but if everyone goes out and buys this book right now with the money that I get, I will buy TNA.
Oh my god.
So yeah, JBL's. Dragon in the chat has just said, guys, I've got $70. I'm putting my bid in for TNA. And Bradley said that WWE bid $9.99. So there's a third party that has apparently given them a bit of cash and ensured that the pay-per-view does happen tomorrow night. So someone made a comment, and I don't know how accurate this is, but apparently isn't this what WWE did with ECW?
I don't think so.
That they gave them enough money to run things up to what they needed to and then ended it.
Yeah, because like there's been a lot of discussion about TNA's debt and who would be willing to pay it off.
It's about $2 million, right?
Something like that, yeah. Maybe even more. I don't know.
Is anyone going to be willing to pay that? I'm not.
I'd pay it.
Really?
If you had $2 million, you'd fucking pay off TNA's debt?
If I had $2 million, I'd probably have more money. So, yeah, why not?
Hang on.
Wait a minute.
Well, what did I do to get
that's how money works.
If money goes to money. If I've got $2 million, how did I get it?
You tell me. I don't know if you've got business ideas.
I don't know. I presume that I've got a business and I've earned the $2 million, so I'll just earn another 2.
Did you start a profitable wrestling news website?
Yes.
Did you start off with a small loan from your father, and then end up running for president?
No, I really struggled in life. My dad gave me $1 million and sent me off to Manchester, and then I lost it all in a casino.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, if I had $2 million and I was stupid, sure, I'd buy it.
I had $2 million and I was stupid.
Why not?
How much money would you have to be willing to buy off someone's $2 million debt. Like, if I had $5 million in the bank, that's too much. I still wouldn't pay it. I could, but I wouldn't. If I had 200 million, I still probably wouldn't.
This really is like, I don't know, like, what is this TNA to, like, Vince McMahon at the moment? Like, you know,
I think I have the answer.
it'd be like pocket money.
What's your answer, Will?
Well,
Something sarcastic.
No.
Cynical, no doubt.
You asked the question, how much money have you got to have to pay the $2 million debt?
Mm-hmm.
A certain person recently won 140 million from a website.
From a website?
From a
Oh,
website.
no! No!
Beans has got it.
No!
Bullshit. Bullshit. Get your life.
No, it wasn't him. No, not him.
Come on, guys.
I know who he's referring to. Hold on.
I don't.
Hold on.
Chucks is suffering from jet lag.
Ah, damn it.
This man's sued a website. Website doesn't really exist anymore.
Wait, 140, did you say?
Yeah.
Is that all? I thought it was... Oh, I can't even remember. That was months ago. Do you think he would... Oh, man. Imagine.
Just saying.
That's exactly the same
brother.
process that went through my head, where it was like, really? Do you think... Oh, no!
Hold on. Here.
Well, you know, every single picture tells a story, champions. I got 99 problems, and Aces and Eights is my biggest one. And now this.
Wow.
Is that the one you're referring
That's
to?
the one.
Okay.
So
Well, I guess
I'll
he's...
take from my quote, which is quite worrying. If I had $2 million, I'd have more. Oh, worried about how that's going to get used.
Well. I guess you could say we've had a little bit of a situation since last IMPACT, Stingman.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
At least it'd give the Nasty Boys somewhere to work.
Oh, God. Fuck.
I really hope it's not him, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
It's not him.
Yeah, let's not joke too much because it might happen.
Stranger things have happened.
Oh God. So, I don't know whether this should be a bonus question for the prediction game this week. Whether Vince McMahon actually walks out at the start of Bound for Glory.
Oh no, he'd wait to the end.
Well, he does seem to like putting himself on the show when ratings are down. So TNA could really do with him.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
No, he'd wait till the end just to give them a bit of false hope.
I wonder. I do wonder what. I mean, will this be included in any kind of storyline? Do you think?
Like, for who? For WWE or TNA?
No, for TNA. I mean, depending on like if you, I don't know, if you had an investor or something that's come on board, or some situations resolved it, could they not like play up to this on the pay-per-view? This is only assuming that if they were safe and everything's been sorted, but can you imagine if, like, I don't know, Billy Corgan came out at the start of Bound for Glory saying, like, some of you may have read about some of the financial situation with the company, but as you may have heard, there has been an investor, and that investor will be here tonight, later, or something like, just something where you know that straight away, if something like that was said at the start, like, everyone's going to think Vince is coming out at the end.
The consortium was me. Haven't they already done that with Corgan? Didn't he say, I don't know, a week or so ago, that he is now the owner?
Did he?
He's the president.
The president, yeah.
Yeah.
JBL's Dragon in the chat just said, if Vince does buy the company, he'll introduce himself to the live crowd right after Cody's entrance.
Imagine that. And then immediately Cody has to be Stardust again.
God.
Cody, you forgot something, and then just like throw the suit at him.
Oh, we shouldn't even joke because there's a high possibility that this could happen.
Yeah.
So apparently Dixie Carter already teased something about the upcoming TV tapings? That's how I like something Roman Reigns would say. TV tapings.
He'd say over and over and over. It wasn't funny the first time.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think with it. I mean, we've seen it obviously with WCW and ECW in the past. This is long overdue if Impact does struggle to the point where it can no longer operate. So, what are we expecting, guys? Do you think we're just going to get normal pay-per-view and then TV as usual, and this is all just going to stay in the background, or?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Depends what the situation is exactly, but
Yeah.
I think they'll just carry on as if nothing's happened. If Billy Corgan buys it, then he might say something. But if it's anyone else, if it's Aerolux, then what's the
Lux,
point?
Dixie, Hogan.
What do you think the chances are that this third-party person is the WWE?
Unlikely.
Really? Like you're
To actually buy the company?
yeah.
They'd buy the
When you-
tape library.
I'm going to say, yeah, but Chucks, was you around when it all broke that they were actually interested in buying TNA?
Kind of. I heard that was a thing for a while. And they've kind of been in and out of the conversation.
Mm.
But I'd only heard that they were kind of, one of many possibilities. I don't know that they'd want to spend that much on buying this company.
I'm sorry, but I've just realised that Chucks isn't hot on the idea that WWE has bought it because Bradley's basically nailed this in the chat. And he's just said, Chucks has been away for 3 weeks and now TNA is being bought. Coincidence? And you was away on a secret mission.
Yeah, maybe he's
I
got,
was.
maybe he's got
Sweet
the 2 million.
Lord.
Maybe he's got the 2 million.
Now I know where I'm getting my 2 million from.
And hey, if I had 2 million, I'd probably have more.
Sounds plausible to me.
So
Yeah, so I don't know. I suppose we'll just have to wait till tomorrow night and see if anything happens on Bound for Glory. I might actually watch it. That'll be the
I
first
don't
time
know
I've
if I'm
watched
gonna be-
TNA since Bound for Glory 2 years ago.
I probably won't be live tweeting or anything. I think I'm going to be kind of busy around that time.
Right.
Yeah, because you're going to be signing on the dotted line.
Hey, I can't confirm anything. I just
Can not
Might
confirm
have
nor
something to
deny.
yeah.
No, I won't be watching it live, unfortunately. I need that thing called sleep at some point.
If you
but-
watch it, you're gonna be so fucking confused with what you'll be seeing.
Yeah.
See, there's even talk that.
So are you talking me out of watching it, Smoot?
No.
Is it not worth watching?
No. Oh, God, that's not what he said.
I don't know. I'm asking you because I know that there's some wacky stuff, and I'm not even seeing the original deletion thing still.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I've not seen any of it.
Oh my God.
I saw that wacky thing
Oh.
that you showed me where I don't know, he like flung him onto a wooden table in the warehouse somewhere, and that were it
Yeah.
on an iPhone.
Oh, it got much better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have to do that after the show here.
I probably need about 6 hours time to watch everything that's probably happened between now and then, to be honest.
The latest thing I'm reading is that the WWE may be waiting to see if Corgan does buy it, because they think he's probably not going to be able to handle the debt anyway.
Hmm.
So he's going to buy it and then sell it on, which is why WWE are waiting to get it on the cheap. So
And they want him and Dixie to sign no competes because they think if they buy it, then he will take whatever money he does have and start up a new company.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is it sounds like we're going to be hearing that music in the future then.
Which one? No Chance in Hell?
No, your wonderful game music. It sounds like the game might live on well.
Oh.
There it is. Just really can't help bobbing today.
Is that better or worse than Glorious? Would you say?
Nothing touches Glorious.
T.J. Perkins' song, I think, is better than Glorious, I feel.
No.
Yeah, I
That is
can't
pretty
speak.
great.
Yeah.
It is good, but that's quite offensive.
I really like Rich Swan's music.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
It's okay, but
Yeah.
It's not glorious. Don't get me wrong, but
It's different.
yeah, anything that's different is good. So,
can you handle this?
Yeah, maybe this
Sorry.
could be like, I don't want it to be, but maybe this could be like an Invasion 2.0 if WWE gets their hands on it.
No.
Only they won't, like, fuck it up.
oh, Bradley and JBL's Dragon have mentioned a few comments in the chat there about the invasion.
Yeah.
I think it could be quite cool, but it's that same thing again, you know.
Like, a majority of people on TNA's roster is people from WWE, so it wouldn't be
Yeah,
that
who
big
were
of
all
an
total
invasion.
jokes.
Yeah.
This is an invasion of it's the invasion of jobbers past.
Yeah.
They're going to bring back Damian Sandow and Drew Galloway from 3MB. Like, really? Supposed to take Bobby Lashley seriously now.
I don't know about you, but I've always taken Bobby Lashley seriously.
Even
No.
when he called Finley a bastard.
Yeah,
God.
most definitely. His chilling voice shook me to my core.
I just want
Oh,
to see Josh Matthews' face when he gets told Vince has bought TNA.
I would love. Yeah,
He'd be fine with it. He still uses all of Vince's words.
Yeah.
there was, I think it was the Sting interview with the JBL thing, the Legends with JBL show on the network, where Sting was going on about like the final night show and like Shane walking through like backstage and just like a real surreal moment where you think, is this kind of happening? I just love it if, like you said, if there's a camera crew there and like Josh doesn't even know, like Vince comes walking through the back and he just like sees him. I'd love to just see that face. That smug face. Now he's going to watch Schitt's Creek.
That's what you should say to him if he comes in the ring.
Oh my god, that'd be brilliant. I want this to happen now. I want this to be a thing.
Now it's up Shit's Creek, pal.
Yes!
Whispers it in his ear,
Yes!
tightly gripping his shoulder.
Beans, you fucking outbooked Beans. You've outbooked Chucks on a crazy TNA angle that I want to happen now. Congratulations.
See what I could do if I had $2 million? Oh dear.
I don't understand what Al Snow's problem is with the likes of Grado and Mahabali Shira.
Well, now, just to be fair, Al Snow has made his point perfectly clear, partner, in case you haven't been paying attention over the last couple of episodes of Impact. Al Snow simply was broken to this business the way he feels was the right way. You know, he came into a couple of guys by the name of Ole and Gene Anderson.
Enough! It's 2016. Who cares? It's a new time. It's a new era.
He's protecting the business.
Enough already. Enough. Grado comes out here. He gets a great reaction. People like him. People talk about him. He trends on Twitter. There you go.
And Al Snow.
Enough of you people protecting the business. Oh.
Well, you know what?
You know who else wasn't supposed to make it, partner? The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He wasn't supposed to make it. And Grado.
Oh wait, no, keep going, keep going.
Because Al Snow says he's not supposed to make it. He's not supposed to be here. What the hell is Al Snow?
Let's just focus here, partner. Just focus here. I mean, Al Snow is doing what he feels is best to protect this business, whether you like it or not. And he's going to teach Grotto a lesson, much like he's done with Shira. It's all about respect.
Shira beat Al Snow, thanks to Grado.
Yeah, he took a beating in the process.
And now the match is underway. It's a street fight. So basically what they were doing before the opening bell, they can still do. But now that they've both stepped into the ring, you hear the opening bell and the match is underway.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think Al Snow doesn't want Grotto to be successful in this business?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want him to be successful. Al Snow's going to use every dirty trick that he knows to defeat Grado here in this matchup. And speaking of dirty, this week on Schitt's Creek, Moira's campaign for town councilor gets a little bit dirty. An all-new episode of the...
Wow. That was like the longest lead into that.
Yes. I'm saving it for it. Sorry.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh.
But yeah, Will's right. He pretty much still uses like Vince's shtick and all that. Like, who cares about Al Snow?
Yeah, Vince does say that.
I'm just angry. I just hear
I'm
his
angry
I've not
that-
heard it. I've not heard his voice for weeks, and then you just not even just played a sound clip. I felt like I've watched an episode of Impact.
I'm angry that they've got Corey Graves doing it now. He's been
Yeah.
clotheslined into the WWE universe.
Yeah.
This is the most annoying, like, infuriating thing. Title opportunity. That's a good one. When Brian Alvarez always complaining about the series of matches. Instead of a tournament, they say a series of matches.
Yeah.
You did have some good put downs for Saxton, though.
Yeah, God.
He had a good one on Michael Cole.
Yeah. Where he
The
said something about
Jericho one.
Yeah. With
And
you breathe it in, and he's like, "It's drink it in, you stupid idiot."
but he said it, and then you could just hear Cole go quiet, but then you could hear him laughing.
Yeah.
Cole
he
came
went
back
quiet.
about a minute later saying, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was just like you could just tell they just muted all the mics, and they were all like, "Oh." Yeah, that was good.
Did you see Ride Along by any chance?
I haven't
No,
seen
I
it.
need to see that.
With the oh my god, I did, and it was great. Like
Oh.
both JBL and Cole wanted to fucking murder Saxton in that vehicle.
Basically, from that episode, I found out that either Byron Saxton is playing the world's worst character I've ever seen, or he is the world's worst person that I've ever seen. Well, no, he's just really
World's
lame.
I'm gonna
worst
go with
person.
No, I was trying to make it link up. Never mind. So basically,
Like, he's a bad announcer, but come on.
no, he's
I think we all know David Otunga is the world's worst person.
So, yeah, I was really. It's like this is so set up. Like this is not even true, surely. When you're watching
I hope
it,
it's
and
not,
then
but like I wouldn't be surprised if like Byron is actually like that.
and if he is, good God. And secondly, Michael Cole has got some anger issues.
He really does.
I mean, like, my God, he
Like
just
shit or
like.
something.
Yeah, he just like he was talking normally. He just like completely lost his shit.
Yeah, like that one scene. Oh god, I'm gonna see if I can try to
Where
find it.
pay at the toll road,
Yeah,
sat in the back, and he just like gives him the money, and he just like screams at him or something like that.
give him the
Just-
money,
Did
Byron.
he scream, listen here, fuckhead?
They're not far off.
It's understandable, though, doing that job for nearly 20 years.
Hey, listen, fuckhead.
I just nearly put a drink in my mouth. I was going to spat that all over the microphone.
Fuck, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. You can put me on mute. You can turn the goddamn channel for all I care. All I know is I've been doing that show for 337 episodes, so I must be doing something right. And what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
JBL Stragons nailed it as well. Byron Saxton literally acts like Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but with the geekiness cranked up to 2,000%.
Yeah.
Just feel a little bit of the stereotype character.
It feels forced. If it's not a gimmick, then oh god. But like if it is a gimmick, it feels quite forced.
Yeah. So.
There was also one scene. I'm trying to see if I can find it. See if I can find the right verbiage for it. But like I can't remember the exact sentence they said. But like Cole's like, I'm gonna have my foot up your ass if you don't drive the fucking car.
Yeah.
Like it just came out of nowhere. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
So I'm with you that Cole might have like a suppressed anger issue.
It really is, because it's just like he goes from Banner to Hulk quite quickly.
Oh yeah. It was like a water bottle that was under like Byron's foot. He was like, it's stuck under my foot. I have to get it. And Cole's like, it's gonna get stuck up your ass if you don't drive the fucking car. So.
But yeah, I think it's all a terrible work. Cause doesn't it even like bring up the fact that he won at WrestleMania and all that crap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up, Cole. So,
what the fuck are you doing?
So, that covers Ride Along, which I didn't know we were reviewing, but there we go. So, shall we do our prediction game?
No, it's the results of the prediction game.
Yeah.
Unless you want to predict Bound for Glory or something.
I can predict the results. I can't remember exactly what I predicted, so that could be fun.
I can't even remember what the matches were.
Well, somebody has to
what show is it? Who are you? What am I doing here?
Somebody has to rustle the papers and all that. So.
Well, Chuck's is back.
What have you done in my absence? Have you rustled papers? Have you?
I've rustled papers. Yeah, I've done it in honor of you.
Okay, well, let me hear what that's like.
Hang on. Let me get my sheets. Hang on. Oh, fuck. Hang on.
Did you just rip something?
Sounded
yeah.
like it.
1 second. Hang on.
God, you're terrible.
Let me ask you a question. What kind of 411 you trying to give Cody so you guys can come up with a finish that he can use on everybody?
Rustling papers, Steve.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah.
And you're screwed. So, what kind of advice do you give young Cody or something? Hang on. Let go.
So fucking rude.
How many fucking times does he say hang on?
Too many.
That's got to be a record.
Oh my god. All right.
I'm not that impressed with your paper rustling, to be honest. It sounds more like a plasticky wrapper of something.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well,
Two pages out of my small notebook rustled together.
I don't know.
I wasted 2 pieces of paper for that.
I'm not doubting your commitment, just the wrestling wasn't up to par. But let's do some predictions. Smoot, run us through the game.
Don't do some predictions.
Well, I just threw up the stuff on the screen. If you want to start at the pre-show with Alicia Fox and Nia Jax.
Oh yeah, I missed that match. I saw Nia walking out at the end.
This is like this weird long pause, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was waiting for the thing to pop. I guess I didn't really hear it until.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was great.
Something right. And what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I'm
trying to repair my notepad, Michael. Leave me alone.
You're trying to tape the pages back in.
Yes. I haven't got my $2 million yet, so I have to be careful.
So yeah, this was pretty much a runaway of a match here, where Nia Jax dominated Alicia Fox. Anybody surprised by this?
No, but I'm not
Apparently
happy that
not.
my prediction didn't come to fruition.
Of what?
With Nia Jax taking out Bailey.
No.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
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 later on.
It was a wonderful idea.
Taking her out, like, for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly for dinner. Yes.
I've even just been completely destroyed by JBL's Dragon in the chat as well. He says, I give the paper rustling a 4 out of 10, quotation Bret Hart.
Not even in the top 1,000 paper rustlers.
Yeah, it was... I mean, Alicia Fox managed to do a wonderful scissor kick thing, whatever the hell it's called.
It's a scissor kick.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there was much to talk about in the match, but
Yeah,
There
I
you go.
think it's just she needs to go after a title now for Jax. I feel instead of just squabbling with rando jobbers. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I was disappointed, like I say, because I thought that she would take out Bailey from the match so that they didn't have to involve her later on, and they had a rivalry moving forward, but they decided not to.
Right. So we all get a point there.
Yay!
Where do you want to go from there, Jones?
I don't know. What was the first match? Was it the tag?
Sure.
Yeah,
we
what was it?
can make it the tag. If you want.
Oh, what was it really?
I don't remember.
I think it was tag.
This guy.
What do you mean this guy? You've been gone for 3 weeks.
I'm
Yeah, it
guessing
was-
last
it was
week
tag.
you made mention that the Clash of Champions kickoff should be hashtag WWE cock.
Oh yeah, somebody. Yeah, I think Beats
Yeah.
pointed that out. I
That
think.
was the cock match.
What?
Cockman.
Have I missed something?
Yeah.
Obviously.
You know they put little hashtags in the corner of every match.
Oh yeah.
And Clash of Champions is long, so they shortened it to COC. Oh, it was WWE Clash, wasn't it? Because they didn't want to run into exactly this problem.
Yeah, sorry.
Clash of Champions kickoff would in fact be COCK.
Yeah, it was the tag match that was up next that started the show off with the New Day and Gallows and Anderson, two parts of the club.
Did just say that.
Both me and Will. What? Wait, what are you laughing
Israel.
at? What happened? Wait, what did I miss?
Nothing happened at all. No one said anything that needed to be acknowledged.
Oh my god.
Why am I
The cockfight. That would have been. Yeah, that's great. That's what it should have been.
Oh, dying over it.
New Day ended up retaining in the match, so me and Will were the party. If something, I missed it major.
Yeah, New Day retained. I think this is the one time too many for them to play up this this streak thing. You know, they're now talking about Demolition as the longest reigning champions.
Yeah.
I think they've done this too many times, and now New Day has to fall short.
Okay.
So I thought it was going to happen here, but I think there's still time for them to lose it next time.
Beans.
Yeah, I really think that New Day should have lost, but they didn't, which... It's like you say, it's just becoming now where it's just something else needs to happen. So I'm just fed up of seeing them with the titles, and none of it's helping Gallows and Anderson either, because it's just like there's no reason for them to be in this situation because they just keep getting matches and nothing ever happens.
Yeah, I don't think WWE knows what to do with Gallows and Anderson, honestly.
No.
Well, it's just like I think they feel that it's like they want to respect them in the fact that they should be a credible tag team and they should be in the tag team championship chase. But then they're also, like Chucks was saying about the streak and that, and they're thinking, oh, they're so close to it now, I think we should make them win it. So now they're thinking we're going to stretch it out for how long they need for the demolition record. But that's at the expense of Gallows and Anderson, and what damage are you going to do in the meantime?
Exactly.
So, yeah, not good.
From there on out, it's the Cruiserweight Championship with TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick, where Perkins retained the title. And we all get a point for that.
Yay!
What do we think to TJ Perkins' entrance?
I loved it.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah, great.
I'm a little disappointed that they didn't have his HP meter drop throughout the match.
Yeah. That would have been insane.
Oh well.
Someone should give him a magic mushroom or something in the middle of a match.
What? A magic?
Yeah. No, like thingy, Super Mario,
Yeah, no, I get you.
and then he can
I
like.
just
the
don't know
meter
that they're
will
called
fill
magic
back up.
mushrooms.
Oh, I couldn't think what it was called. What's it called? Just a mushroom?
Yeah.
I don't know, like power mushroom or something.
You can tell
magic
that
mushroom is a different thing altogether.
Well, I know that, but you know.
Kendrick might have some, you never know.
Would have been good if someone went to give him the mushroom and then Kendrick stole it. I'm gonna
Doubled
stop.
in size.
They should have had like a bigger version of someone that's like a beefed up version of him. They could do like, you know, like how Bray Wyatt has like the weird video when the lights go out and then when it comes back on, like obviously he's appeared like Undertaker. They could have done it with Kendrick. He could eat the mushroom, the lights go out, and then some guy who's wearing the same attire but it's about 3 times bigger than him gets back in ring.
That's what they should have done with Braun Strowman. Find like a mini version of Braun Strowman.
Could have been like the big version of Brian Kendrick.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened. I'm sorry.
Oh, magic mushroom.
You got completely sidetracked.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else? Like a lot of people-
There's one bit on the TJ Perkins thing that annoyed me.
Yeah.
They were doing a rest hold where he had the knee in the back of his neck and obviously the arms under the chin. I don't know what that's called.
Like a kind of straight jacket hold with a knee in the back of the neck.
Yeah, but he was just holding him there. But the camera decided at that point it wanted to zoom in, and TJ Perkins was like, obviously talking to Kendrick. Quite obvious that he was talking to him, and they kept the camera on it, and it was like, "What are you doing?" You can hear him like calling out like the next 3-4 moves to him, and they didn't pull the camera away or change angle or anything. And I was like, "What they doing?" It's like the most inopportune moment to like zoom in on his face. It was just like. Anyway, that was only a small thing that I made a note of.
Okay. Anything else? Is that it? We just keep going? Moving on?
Yep.
Yeah, let's move on.
Cesaro and Sheamus. Match 7 of 7 in the best of 7 series. No contest. No points.
Sorry,
That's
can't
okay.
help but laugh when you hear that.
Yeah. The best of 7 series with a no fucking contest or clear cut winner.
Yeah, 7 matches plus the 2 beforehand, still not enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Inexcusable booking. And then you had, what was it on Raw? Just Foley making them into a tag team, which makes 0 sense.
Well, there's a couple of things here. The match itself between Sheamus and Cesaro was particularly good. The only trouble is like we said, we've seen it about 15 times, and I'm not even joking, about 15 times beforehand in the last 3 months.
Yeah, that's not an exaggeration.
No, exactly. It's ridiculous. And also, Cesaro nearly died.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
what
God.
the shit?
Yes, we can pull up a picture of that here.
So, why on earth did they not, like, call an audible in the match if they were going to go with that ending and do it there?
Yeah, good point.
Because you ended the match on them clotheslining each other over the barricade?
Yeah.
Into the WWE universe.
Thanks,
And
Corey.
some random guy on the floor.
Oh,
Did you not see that?
Oh yeah, that was a security guy who fucking.
Oh,
He
God,
just-
yeah,
he
sorry,
just
yeah.
stayed on the
He
floor for
took
the
a-
whole thing.
Yeah, he took a phantom hit. Don't feel too sorry about it. He took a phantom blow.
He
so
just looked really awkward lying there.
Yeah, because I at first I thought he was like knocked out. I thought he got like
Yeah, I
actually
did at
hit,
first, yeah.
but apparently, yeah, he was just playing up for TV there. Yeah, this was the a screenshot that I got with the when Cesaro did the suicide dive to the outside and it landed like weirdly on his neck.
I mean, the thing that he's lucky is, I mean, he did obviously hit his head, but it was his shoulder as well at the same time.
Yeah, it's on the stream.
And I'm sorry, mine might be a little bit behind. I'll open to see it in a second.
That's fine.
But it's just like, how many times do people have to do the suicide dive and literally live up to its name?
Well, I mean, that wasn't the plan. I'm sure he intended to do it safely.
I know, but I'm thinking, how many times do we see it recently? Where, I mean, like, we've had Cesaro, only a couple, a pay-per-view or two ago, Big E did it. Where
Sasha does it every time.
Sasha did a good impression of Lita.
Yeah.
And it's just like... and every time it's done, it is a move that I have no care for. But yet it seems to be one of the most lethal moves, and it's also one of the moves that everyone seemingly gets away with, to be honest.
Everyone does it because you have to do it before an ad break on Raw.
Yeah.
So everyone from Brian Kendrick to Braun Strowman has to be able to do a tope. And which is actually, like, Cesaro did it. Dude who has to be 260 or something. Technical, mat-based, super strong dude.
Yeah.
Does topes. The cruiserweights, no topes.
Yeah.
I know, like, this is one of the best things about the Cruiserweight Classic, was that not everyone was a flip guy. There were relatively strong power guys, great technicians, all like a range of styles. But you still kind of think that the Cruiserweight should be getting those big dives and stuff. That's kind of the... And when they're the only match on the show that doesn't do that, and instead they're doing rest holds, and every match ends in a submission, it just seems a bit backwards to me.
I know what you mean. And I think it's harder as well, like, because like you say, if you think back to, like when the Cruiserweights came in the Nitro days with Rey Mysterio and that, that you had the, Randy Savage and Hogan in the main event, and you'd be lucky if they went over the top rope, never mind doing anything like that. So now when you think most of the main talent that you see on TV these days do a lot of high risk moves anyway. So I don't know, I suppose it's that thing of the new Cruiserweight division trying to stay different. I don't know, but
they're doing that. The different is totally backwards. I think the Cruiserweight Classic show was on the network. The hardcore fans watched it. The hardcore fans tend to want to see something different. So we don't mind if we're seeing people that we've never seen before, because we quite like that. Whereas on TV, we want to see things we're familiar with, and if we don't know the guy, they have to do something impressive to kind of hook our interest. And when you've got a whole now division of, Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander and everyone that we've never seen before, and the topes and the dives and the flips and everything are nothing special, and they're not doing them anyway. Neville got over because of the Red Arrow. And what have these guys got? Because I don't think the bully choke is winning anyone over.
no. But also as well, when you think TJ Perkins and Kendrick, both of them are more ground based. I mean, TJ Perkins can go with a high flyer, but it's neither of their main styles, is it?
Well, which is why I don't really think, despite the name value, that Kendrick was the right guy for that match. They should have done something with someone who could do something spectacular to really kick this division off, get people's interest. TJ, I think, was probably the right guy, but maybe Grand Metalik or
Yeah,
Who
I
else
think
have
they
they
should.
got?
I mean, we were talking about it last week, but I think they probably should have just gone with a rematch from the CWC final, to be honest.
Grand Metallic needs to change his look so he doesn't look like Sin Cara Jr. I feel that's my 2 cents.
Just while we were talking as well about Cesaro and Sheamus on the pay-per-view, JBL's Dragon sent us a question as well, saying, what do you guys think of Foley's character on TV this week on Raw and him bitching on Twitter about people complaining about the Cesaro and Sheamus ending?
God, yeah. Cringeworthy. Cringeworthy.
You feeling all right there?
Cringeworthy. To put it in one word.
I didn't see what he said on Twitter.
He said
but...
if you're a wrestling fan and you didn't like the finish to Sheamus and Cesaro, that you can kiss his arse. And I made the joke that he was playing favoritism because he said arse.
See, now I understand what he's saying, but if the match had ended when Cesaro went out the ring the way he did, people wouldn't have ragged on it too much.
Yeah, because that was like legit scary.
Yeah, because we were all thinking, oh shit, and then they've used a bit of reality to, into the finish they were doing anyway. So that would have been quite clever to do in a weird, fortunate way.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have minded that ending if I felt like they did actually beat the piss out of each other. But they ended it on a clothesline to the outside. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. I mean, like, it's you're thinking, I mean, you're not going to see blood like you did back in the day, but, if you'd have seen both of them busted open, like, in the early 2000s, and, like, they'd done, like, the Austin and Triple H thing where they hit each other at the same time with a hammer and flaming barbed wire bat or whatever kind of rubbish, then, you could understand that finish because they built it to that, but it just seemed very strange, the ending. Yeah,
I totally agree about the blood. I think that it should be done very limited, just a few times a year. But this would have been one of those times. I think that it really would have helped. As for what he actually said, I understand that we are quite negative. We, the IWC, we tend to be quite negative about a lot of things, and I can understand Foley and others kind of wanting to see things, the brighter side of things. But there's a point where you just become an apologist. And I don't mean to pick on Jimmy Corderas, but my God, if you look at Jimmy Corderas' Twitter, as I do, during Raws, during pay-per-views, WWE does nothing wrong. And if you think they do, then you're the idiot. Things like, remember when...
Shots fired.
I was going to say, don't you be having a go at my mate Jimmy.
No, because Jimmy was my mate as well. I thought he was great. He was always so great. He had great insight. But over the last few months, it's just... it's crazy. Remember when the Raw Tron was advertising the SmackDown pay-per-view?
Yeah.
And everybody said, something seems a bit weird about this. Like, maybe you care, maybe you don't, but everyone agreed it was a bit weird. Especially when Vince wanted blood and he wanted slit throats and stabbed backs and that. Yeah. And then, that was his words. and then they're advertising each other's shows. And that got brought up on Twitter by however many people. And Jimmy was saying, well, it's a company. They need to make money. If you think this is weird, then you've got the problem. Come on, Jim. Come on. Admit that they've made a little, lapse of judgment.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and on. And Foley, exactly. Foley's done the same thing again. It was a bad finish. It would have been a bad finish anyway, but the fact that this was the 7th match in a series of 7 that no one really cares about. This was supposed to be the climax of this whole long, 2-month-long storyline. And instead it's just not. And now it's dragged on again.
And also, as well, I think that this was completely planned from the off. Because people were arguing the fact that they felt that when they got made into a tag team the following night, that this was all just kind of like a rush job and they don't know what to do with them. But ever since this thing was announced, the common thing that everyone was saying was the term that was used was you will be going for a championship, which was so vague that it was obviously so vague on purpose because this was the plan.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking that one isn't necessarily one of the buzzwords. Kind of sounds like one, but it's also a really vague way of saying that you will get something. They deliberately didn't want to say a WWE title match or US. It was just a championship opportunity because, yeah, exactly, you're right. I think this was always on the cards.
Yeah.
But in answer to JBL's question about Mick Foley on TV, that's a different matter because I think that he's doing some brilliant work at the minute.
Yeah, but he got his ass chewed out by Steph. Rightfully so, I might add.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's just like on both instances, like even though people didn't like the fact that he made him into a tag team, that one promo he did with them backstage where he was going on about how he couldn't lose one of them and things like that, as silly as some people might analyze that, the passion that was in that promo is so desperately needed by other people.
Yeah.
Because he stands out. I mean, I know that people argue about the shouting promo like Dolph Ziggler because he's got to win every damn time. But it's just like... Sorry, go on.
No, it's true. Ziggler's great.
Yeah, that's pretty dead on.
I find it a bit much with Foley specifically because in his day he was an incredible promo.
Yeah.
He's one of the best easily. But now, I don't know if it's just because he's a GM and not a wrestler, and it's not like personal anymore. But when he gets all fired up, you can say what you want about me and my fashion and whatever, but when you question my integrity, like, come on, dude. It just all seems a bit like it's just forced.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just like, I mean, like even the Stephanie thing, like when he was like really getting shouted at by
Oh,
Steph.
the girl with a shy smile. What was that about?
No idea.
It's really trying to force some emotion into something that just isn't there.
Did you not think though that when he was getting bollocked, like the emotion that he showed as getting bollocked was really good?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Just seemed like a extended promo to buy the crew guys some time to tape up the ropes for the cruiserweight match.
Yeah. Which I'm not really a fan of with taking that much time to fucking like, rope up the ring ropes and then not make them purple anymore. Right. So moving on.
Moving on. So it was a draw.
Yeah, it was a draw. No points. Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho, where Jericho got the win, and Will, the only one to get a point.
Yay!
This was another one that Jimmy Corderas was defending.
Oh God, here we go again.
Oh, what the hell?
Well, right. Does anyone actually think that Jericho should have won this match?
I did not. I believe we even if you go back to the last week's show on the prediction game. We even said that, I think Beans said that Jericho has no reason to win this.
Right.
No, but I've heard other things since, which I understand now why they did it, but even so, I still wouldn't have done it myself.
Exactly. And yet, this makes perfect sense to Jim.
If only he had that 2
Jericho's
million.
a star or something, I don't know.
If only he had that 2 million, Beans.
I personally had no problem with him.
Anything for a point.
Damn that smugness. So, yeah, apparently there was rumour that moving forward that Jericho and Kevin Owens was going to be in a triple threat with Seth Rollins come Survivor Series time. So I think this is the reason why they've given Jericho the win, because obviously they're trying to keep him close to the title picture with Kevin Owens. Now, I don't know how it's all going to play out exactly, but because Survivor Series is in Canada as well, isn't it? And obviously they're both Canadian, so whether they've got something in there, obviously just because it's a home country kind of thing, but... Yeah, I don't know. I just think that because Jericho's in that position of it doesn't matter if he wins or loses, and obviously Sami Zayn's even said himself like he's disappeared a bit off the face of the earth after he beat Owens, and now Owens is champion and stuff. I just thought that they might have been using it to bring him up, but obviously at the minute they're not really doing anything with him. And he wasn't even on the Raw the night afterwards, so...
I think Zayn's another case of WWE has no idea what to do with him.
It's one of them where you think that I have total belief that they will use him at some point, but I just think that at the moment they just know that there's no spot at the moment, so they just think that it doesn't really matter too much if he's in good matches and loses, which is fine until 6 years down the line he becomes the next Dolph Ziggler.
Exactly. It's fine if you don't ever want to use him, but if you ever have if you think he's worth pushing at some point, then just take him off TV or something. Give him back to NXT. Put him on SmackDown. I think that's the answer. But using him like this, exactly. And somehow Jack Swagger gets the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense of that.
It's called a Swaggy.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
Tastes like freedom. Moving on.
You don't know Jack.
Yeah. Moving on. Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley for the Women's Championship title, where Charlotte retained, and Bayley did not get taken out to
Wouldn't it have made more sense?
No.
No? Chucks, would you have been happy with the fact that Nia Jax took Bayley out either before the match or during the match, and then Charlotte picked up the win?
What would be the reason?
Well, Nia Jax could have turned around and said, I got drafted, I was supposed to be the star, and then Bayley shows up and she thinks she's the one and she's getting all the attention, so she took her out. And then you've got Nia Jax and Bayley having a feud moving forward, and Charlotte and Sasha can carry on with theirs for another month or two.
Seems a bit kind of convenient. Like if I was Nia Jax, and hey, one day maybe I will be, I would be...
What?
Again, that $2 million.
Yeah, right. I would be doing that with Charlotte. If I want to be the star, I got called up and I'm not getting the attention I think I deserve, then I'm going after the champion, not Bayley. But if they just want something to do for the next month, then I guess it's something.
Well, I just think that they didn't go that way, and obviously they went the way of Bayley getting pinned in the match, and then she has to come out on Raw and try and do the hey-ho next time. Woo!
Yeah.
Which is okay, but, you know, again, how many times are you going to do that before, you know, no one cares about Bayley on the main roster?
I think Bayley can take it this time. I wouldn't do it too much. Don't want to beat her too much. If you took her out before the match, then that would mean Charlotte would have had to have beaten Sasha, and I guess you don't want to do that, which is why Bayley took the fall, because they're carrying on with that match, presumably. Yeah. So if now all of that's over, if now they have that feud go ahead, then I guess it could work.
Yeah.
Is there anyone between Alicia Fox and Bayley that it seems like there's a big gap?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Paige, I guess, isn't coming back just yet.
No, apparently Emma's
Summer Rae
close to a return, but I think she made a return on one of the house shows. I think it might have been the Lesnar and Orton house show. I think she came back.
She like a special ref?
Yeah, she was a referee for one of the matches, but I don't know how close she is to in ring. And Summer Rae's injured at the minute as well.
Yeah, in Hong Kong for some reason.
Yeah,
it's nice though.
So yeah, I don't know. What was the result of the Lesnar and Orton match on the house show? I never even read that up. I never thought.
Lesnar won.
Did he beat him to a bloody pulp?
Not quite the same. It was very short, and well, it was like 12 minutes or something. A lot of stalling, a lot of suplexes, and then Lesnar won. Exactly what you'd imagine.
Oh. I was hoping that if he did pummel him into a bloody pulp, that might have made an excuse for that horrific thing that happened on SmackDown this week, but never mind.
Moving on to a match that was kind of like a bloody pulp. Rusev and Reigns for the United States
Oh my God.
Championship, where Roman Reigns, believe it or not, the big dog came and won the belt off of Rusev, which I don't agree with. Yeah, woo woo. I don't agree with, but hey, it is what it is.
It's just one of them things, innit? It was gonna happen. I don't even know what to say. It's reaching that point where it's the same as Ziggler leading up to it. Like, you just reach a point where I just don't care. As soon as, like I was saying about Ziggler's music, when it hits, it's just like, oh, God. And it's the same with Roman Reigns. It's not even like anger of like, oh, he's being pushed to the moon, I don't want him to be here kind of thing. It's not like the old Cena hate. It's just like I just don't care. He's going to come out.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It took me a good 6 or 7 years to get to that point with Cena. Like, I hated him and I didn't want him there. And it's like, oh, why are they doing this? Why are they still sticking with the Cena thing? And then eventually I got to the point where it's just like, just a simmering hatred instead of the anger.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just going to go and make a brew.
That 16 years or whatever we've had, 14 years of Cena, it's like been condensed into more like 3 with Reigns. I'm already at the not really giving a shit anymore.
But it's just like, he just doesn't do anything. He just comes out, he just stares at everyone all the time in the crowd, and then either like has no expression at all, or if he feels that he needs to emote himself, he just gives you this shit-eating fucking smirk that just makes me hate him. It's just like, what is that about?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I might have just found out I don't like him as much as
And then
I'm having a Michael Cole moment. The anger's bursting out.
yeah.
And what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I'm hosting a goddamn national television show, and now I'm on a goddamn radio station at the invite of Howard Stern. What the fuck are you doing? And you're listening to us now. So obviously you didn't hit the fucking mute switch tonight, asshole.
That'd be my kind of promo if I ever got in a ring with Roman Reigns. What the fuck are you doing?
Moving on.
But then he'd punch you.
Yeah.
He'd punch you 3 times.
Yeah, but I know it would come in because he'd cock his fist before he did it.
You can
But
duck it the first time, but he will hit you the second time.
No, I was going to say, there's just something wrong. I thought I was going to be able to avoid it, but as soon as I saw him cocking his fist, for some reason, my feet just didn't move.
Yeah. You just had to stare at him while he jumped.
Yeah, I just had to stay there and look at him, and then also, for some reason, I felt the need to jump backwards a little bit. But never mind.
Moving on to the main event, where it was Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal title. And through a bunch of smoke, chicanery, and God knows what else, Kevin Owens managed to retain the title.
I mean, what the shit was this?
A clusterfuck.
I mean, early on, fair enough, but like as soon as the ref took his bump, this just turned into like madness. It was just what?
The ref bump was highly unnecessary.
And it has suffered so, and I don't know how you guys feel, and I know I spoke about it last week, but it suffered so much from the fact of, same again, I really can't get invested in Seth Rollins because I don't believe he's a face yet, but he's not a heel. And this is something he shouldn't be at this stage yet. I just didn't think this should be happening right now. So, and also with the fact that I didn't feel there was a cat and hell's chance that he were going to win. The only saving grace was probably I was thinking that you were going to get some kind of Triple H involvement, and we didn't even get that. So, yeah, I don't know how you guys felt, but I don't know. Seth Rollins is just in that really weird position at the minute, I think.
It's just frustrating that on Raw, and I guess the ratings are reflecting, we're still sticking with this thing that Triple H's favorite or Steph's favorite is the champion, and that's what matters more than anything else. It's not about the guy being the best and some other guy having an issue with him, or even a guy being the best and some other guy just thinking he's the best, and that's, a sporting contest. Now it's about who can get screwed the least and who has the most powerful friends. And it's still, after all these years, and people are caring less and less and less, the ratings are going down. blame football if you want, but the ratings are the lowest they've ever been.
Or the draft.
Meanwhile, on SmackDown, not like that at all, and things are looking pretty good.
Also,
So
as
it's
well,
just, how can they still not see that this is not what people want?
when you said there as well about the situation on Raw, this week on Talking Smack, Cena had an interview, which I haven't heard fully, but I heard some people talking about it, that he made the comment that he, when they were asking about him going for the 16th title win, he made the comment that he knew that he would never be able to achieve that on Raw due to the politics around the title and stuff. And I thought, that's quite interesting to say on a WWE program, which obviously he said in character and it's part of the story, but even so, I thought that's quite interesting that it's even referenced like that.
Yeah.
So after all that, Chuck pulls out in the lead some more at 51 points, followed by Will, who's in second with 36, Beams with 34, and me with 33. And, coming up, it's,
so how many did I get? So I got 3 wrong.
Yeah. And next week, I believe, is No Mercy. So on next week's show...
Is it really already?
Yeah, next week's show is going to be the preview, the prediction for that.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that next week.
19
It
pay-per-views.
really is every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It really is.
Because it was last week with Clash of Champions. So this week is Bound for Glory, and then next week is No
And
Mercy.
then Hell in a Cell. So October 9th for No Mercy. October 30th. So we actually get 3 weeks before Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
That's a treat.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's just that change of landscape now where it is more just quantity over quality. It's and it's frustrating as well, because if you have, when you think about like the in-ring product itself and the talent they have, there's not a lot wrong there. It's just finding ways to stay creative and do things that interest you in such a ridiculous amount of TV time.
So the pay-per-views as well don't feel any different. They're just like the SmackDown pay-per-view is just a 3-hour SmackDown, and the Raw pay-per-views is just a Raw.
Yeah, and the thing is we're back to the same thing. Change the fucking set. As soon as it come on with Clash of Champions and they were doing a kickoff show, and I looked on it, that's the fucking Raw stage. What the? It just it just winds me up. No, I can't wait till they're in London and I get to see a phone box and a taxi on the stage.
That'll shake things up.
Yeah. I just. Does it fit?
And you know what? It'll be live in London.
Oh.
Actually, they're in Glasgow.
I'm sure he'll have a wonderful impression for us. Oh, no, he won't, because he's not on commentary anymore.
Yeah.
Also, did you watch the kickoff for Clash of Champions?
No, I missed it.
No.
Lita was proper flirting with Sheamus. I mean, like, really flirting with Sheamus.
Yeah, a lot of people thought she was drunk when they did the mid-show check-in with the pre-show panel, and like, she was like, "Oh yeah, the women stole the show, right?"
Yeah, she would like that all pre-show, but Sheamus did a talk, like a segment on the desk on the kickoff show, and he sat next to her, and she was like all over him.
Yeah.
It was wrong. I mean, even the promo was like a good guy promo. It was really weird. And also, Sheamus slipped up because he said that he was going to win the series and become the next. And then paused because he realized there was no... It was almost like he was going to say next Universal Champion, and was like, oh shit, there's nothing on the line really, is there? Next
He should have said
person
that.
to be in line for a championship. He said something really awkward. It was just like, wow. But yeah, bizarre.
Didn't she also mention Cesaro's head bump and say, like, I think she said, I did that once?
Yeah, something about stealing his phone.
She actually mentioned it that like she
yeah.
spiked herself.
So, a couple
So
of
that's all over.
things. Yeah, so just a couple of things from Raw and SmackDown that I just wanted to mention, which I don't know if you guys have got anything on, and then there's just a little bits of news before we finish off. On Raw, we had TJ Perkins wrestle again against. Why can't I think of the gentleman's name?
Kendrick? Oh no,
Nice.
Tony.
Tony Nese, there you go. I couldn't think of his first name. So yeah, they had that match, and the crowd started chanting CM Punk and Randy Savage.
Yeah,
and I just felt like dying.
Yeah.
What
I'm
the
with you on that.
shit?
I mean, I'm all for chanting whatever it is you want, but god damn, that was like the match to not fucking pull out the CM Punk chant for.
And it's just like, really? It's like when you know that they're trying something new, shit like that is what stops it from being taken seriously by them.
Yeah.
It's just
It's a shame. Like Smoot said, I'm all for the CM Punk chant. I like that.
Yeah.
But this was a match that I was really hoping was going to get over.
Yeah.
And I think maybe because it was the second cruiserweight match full of guys that no one knows.
Yeah.
It was like one too many. And again, they're not doing anything that amazing.
Yeah.
As great as the guys are, they're not really blowing us away because the everyday standard is already so high. And there's nothing new there. So, of course, yeah, it's just going to be treated like another jobber match, which we're now used to. Again, we see guys that we don't know every week, and we're trained not to care about them.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take a while for this to kind of catch on.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand people being a little bit frustrated with it in some ways, but the thing that really irritates me on this is you can watch bloody Darren Young and Titus O'Neil have a complete clusterfuck in the ring, promo and match, with lunatic Bob Backlund running around.
Didn't happen.
And people will watch it and be silent. They will possibly, I don't know, get involved in it. But I never heard them chanting CM Punk in their matches. And then when you actually get something that is different, you do that. And it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
They really rubbed me up. It was just like, I can't believe they are doing that.
Yeah, I can, unfortunately. I think it's more about the booking than the guys involved.
Yeah, I know that they can do more to bring them forward and that, but also as well, I don't know, I just...
Rikishi noise.
Also, how much of a pain in the arse would it be for the crew to change that?
How the shit did they change the ropes?
Yeah.
They tape them.
No,
They tape them up.
Yeah, I know. It's just someone runs around, obviously, with tape or takes off the tape that's on top and it's underneath, and they just have different layers or whatever. But even so, that's still a fucking impressive feat to be able to get that all sorted. I'm waiting for.
Well, it's all right when they've got Steph yelling at Mick Foley for 10 minutes. Take their time.
I think the first time they did it was on the pay-per-view, and that was done quite quickly from what I remember, because I was quite surprised. And I was just like, holy shit, they're different ring ropes, or different coloured ring ropes, thinking, how the hell have they managed to pull that off? I'm waiting for 1 week.
The turnbuckles as well.
Yeah. I'm waiting for 1 week when they like completely screw up and there'll be like one rope left that's one of the other colours.
Well, actually, that's going to happen this week. It's Susan Komen month.
Oh, I shouldn't swear at a charity thing, but Jesus.
No, this one you're allowed to swear.
I didn't think that one through completely.
Komen's pretty fraudulent, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it'll all look great when Naomi's like, sliding a crotch across it on the round.
So hang on, when
it's true because she does that.
She did a really good job for the Connor's Cure logo. Sweet God.
Teabagging, yeah.
James Ellsworth got crushed on there as well.
Yeah.
She was humping it, for crying out loud.
What else? What else happened on
SmackDown, I've got a couple of things.
So I had one last thing from Raw.
Oh, sorry, Will. Sorry.
I'll take just a little comment that, it was Graves made it when Bailey come out, and she had the inflatable tube man.
Yeah.
He said he's going to start bringing darts to work. It just made me laugh.
Yeah, I remember it, yeah.
Does it annoy anyone else that the ring announcer, I guess it's JoJo on Raw, doesn't announce Bailey as It's Bailey? That was her thing. That was always her entrance. It's Bailey.
Yeah.
And it also annoys me on NXT that they don't wait for Shinsuke Nakamura to do his thing to say his name. That was always his Japanese entrance. They would say Nakamura Shinsuke, and he would do his like boom on the ropes. This time, no, just has to do it on his own. Shames.
No.
What were we going to talk
SmackDown
about? on
notes.
Yeah.
I've this is only a small thing, but during the Nikki Bella match on SmackDown, did anyone notice the referee's actions?
No.
When Nikki threw Carmella into the corner, the referee was trying to get in between them and then like trying to separate them out. But basically, if you watch it, the referee basically slaps Nikki Bella on the ass 3 times, and it. But it does look like, if you look at it from the other angle, you kind of think, hang on a minute, he's seen an opportunity here. And it does look a little bit suspicious, but that may just be me. I did try to make it into a GIF, actually, but I've not been successful.
That's a shame.
Which, you know, Laura walked into the living room seeing me videoing the TV of a guy slapping a woman's ass. But there you go. So, yeah, that was one of my notes. And also, the Bray Wyatt thing. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Now, did everyone see this?
No.
Are you talking about the tape malfunction or what?
The
made it
tape
look-
malfunction? That's
Yeah.
one way of putting it. So this
what made it
was
look like a tape malfunction.
Bray Wyatt was backstage, basically, I don't know, doing his usual, I don't know, talking about bacon sandwiches and tomato ketchup and brown sauce and how he likes to eat them. And I don't know. Basically, he was rambling on. Randy Orton then went to the back because he was going to go confront him, and there was these numerous segments where he was trying to find him backstage, and there was like arrows pointing where he were going to go, and posters of him saying Predator or Prey, and Eric Rowan was like stalking him behind corridors and things, and it was all supposed to be like a horror film. And then basically, Randy Orton attacked him. He managed to get to Bray Wyatt and he attacked him. It exposed his wonderful, scary room, which was basically a locker room with a curtain round and a light above his head. And then this bizarre thing happened, which can only be described as, like Smoot said, a tape malfunction, where Randy Orton put the mask on, the sheep's mask, sat down and started singing He's Got His Whole World in His Hands. To which point the video rewound itself and kept going forward, so his arms just kept going up and down like someone was like doing a remix.
Yeah.
And then you could hear Bray Wyatt's voice, and you're thinking, what? And then next minute the camera flickered, which was wrong because it looked like someone cut into another feed. And then it was Bray Wyatt sat in the chair from before, and you couldn't hear what he's saying, but he was talking. And then the thing just went off. And then they went back to the announce table, and Mauro Ranallo's just like, hi.
Yeah.
Just like, what was that?
Yeah, that's pretty much an accurate summary of what happened. I think they were trying to play it off as like, you know, oh, he's being creepy with the video effects, but like...
Yeah, it was, because JBL just responded by looking at the screen, gormless, and then just looked at Mauro and just went, that is the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
But yeah, but apparently they didn't include that on the YouTube post.
Really?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
They cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So maybe it
all I
wasn't
got this image of when it was happening was there must be about seven or eight people running around like lunatics in a tape truck at the minute, screaming, "What is happening? We're on live TV."
Yeah.
But that was pretty bad. From WWE standards, that is quite shocking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for as ridiculous as the feud and segments have been anyway, it just kind of took it to a whole new level. So yeah, that was that. I think that covers it for Raw and SmackDown. I've got a couple of bits of news. I don't know if you guys have anything that you want to talk about.
No.
Go for it.
Not me.
Go for
What's
it.
the news?
Only a couple of little bits. Ryback, our good old friend Ryback,
Oh yeah.
he has legally changed his name to Ryback Reeves.
And possibly going into Bellator,
And yes, he wants to go into Bellator.
which maybe that's where CM Punk should go.
And it sounds like this match writes itself, doesn't it?
So, Ryback versus Punk in Bellator, whatever.
Oh, can you imagine if Ryback beat him?
Yeah, I can actually.
What?
I could see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow I don't think he'd be in the right weight class, but there we go. So yeah, he's changed his name. Bizarre, never mind. Also, last week, I don't know, Chucks won't know this, but basically, Will, I'm not very happy with you because because you did the wonderful job of playing a possible new theme for Seth Rollins to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which I've now not been able to watch any TV with Seth Rollins involved without expecting this music to hit, and it hasn't. And every time I am completely destroyed.
Sorry.
Yes. I don't know if Chucks will have heard it, but there was a bit of a leak from Downstate have apparently recorded a new theme for Seth Rollins, which I really like.
Right. Downstate again.
Yeah, but it was only an instrumental that they leaked, but I really liked it. And I thought with the pay-per-view that they might have done it, and then they didn't. So I was thinking maybe they'll leave it till the Raw. No, they didn't.
And for Rollins, I'm not that disappointed that we're losing Rollins' theme. It's not very good.
Oh, I kind of agree.
It's really not very good.
Yeah, it's just like a major drum solo, really.
Yeah.
It's like as if it was made for someone who wasn't going to be the main star.
It felt like a filler tune when they split up the Shield and Ambrose and Rollins got these new themes. It's like, surely this is going to be for a week or two until they get something real, and then they just never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ambrose is the same. It's a bit.
Yeah.
I can't stand Ambrose's theme. That's another one. That's the same as Roman Reigns and Ziggler to me. As soon as I hear that, it's just, oh.
Also, apparently Jamie Noble got stabbed.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, living the gimmick. He got stabbed in a trailer park.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just said that.
He's not wrong. I mean.
Yeah. So apparently, I don't know how true it is, but apparently he's in critical condition as well. He was stabbed twice. So that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, hopefully he'll recover.
Yes. So obviously all our thoughts are with him on that. But yeah, and then Smoot, I think you'll be happy. The other news that I had, which I have no understanding of because I've not watched it yet, but a certain thing got released with regards to Daniel Bryan.
Oh, releasing the bear, yeah. I've not seen this yet myself, but apparently it's him versus a bear at WrestleMania 32 or some shit like that.
Yeah, so I've not seen it myself, so this isn't very good because I don't know if anyone else has seen it.
I haven't seen it
yet.
So
we might
what
have it,
is it? It's is it supposed to be a full-length documentary or what?
Yeah, there's 3 parts to it. So, yeah, I've only seen the opening bit, but it looks like a documentary where it starts off in May 2013, and it's just got all these different segments, which is.
From the impression I got, it's essentially a spoof.
Yeah.
So I don't think.
So where is it? I'm guessing it's not on the network.
No, I think it was on the Twitter.
Yeah, they posted it on Twitter.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
The Twitter machine.
I think Daniel Bryan tweeted it out. WWE tweeted it.
Yeah, he put a video out. I haven't seen it myself, but he put one out as well, saying that because of people's demands, that finally they've released it. So it's on the Twitter feed, but I've not watched it yet. But it's in. I think it adds up to about 30 minutes in length. If you watch all 3 parts, so we'll have to check that out. But I thought you'd been all over this, Smoot, because I know you mentioned it a few times.
Yeah, I just haven't had time this week.
JBL's Dragon in the chat has said it's fantastic, so I think we might have to have a watch.
Okay.
But yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up, really. Yeah, that's all the main things that I've got covered.
Okay, so yeah, Daniel Bryan has all 3 parts on his Twitter. Quite easy to find. Looks like it's about 20 minutes long.
Fair dues.
Alright.
Apparently Zeb Coulter's in it. Or as JBL Dragon in the chat has said, Zeb freaking Coulter. So has TNA been bought by WWE yet, anyone?
We can take another check if you want.
Hey, if it's going to be the last time it's being used, damn sure, mate, you use it. Do you know when they actually do go out of business? I think this should play throughout the whole of the last show before it.
This may be it.
Yeah, it's true, actually. If it is, we'll have to bring it back next week.
Yeah,
we
would have to do like one final check to see if it's in business.
I just got this image now of like this really like sad funeral scene with this music then coming on. Oh dear. So, I'm presuming they're still in business, are they, Smoot?
Yeah, underwhelmingly, yes, they are.
Okay. So yeah, we'll be back next week. We may have all watched Bound for Glory just to see, what's happened. And we'll also be doing our preview prediction show for...
Too many fucking pay-per-views.
What is the next pay-per-view? No Mercy. But for crying out loud. It's ridiculous. So yeah, we'll be going through that. We'll have a look, see what happens. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Sorry, this has been quite a long one, actually. I've just realised. We'll be back next week where we'll be going through those. So thank you very much for listening, and we will see you all next week.
Bullshit. Get you a life.